Phil, in your speech there, you've hinted that, or you've suggested and said that the RBA is close to a pause and it's going to basically be a month-by-month proposition now for the bank on interest rates. What sort of economic conditions or data would you want to see to be reasonably confident that you could pause the interest rate hikes? And could I just add to that, is the US a cautionary tale? We saw Jay Powell, the US Federal Reserve overnight, chairman, saying we thought we were close, but now actually economic activity is picking up and we're going to have to raise rates higher than what we thought.
Yep. Well, we are closer to a pause, and it's a matter of logic, really. As you increase interest rates higher, you get closer to the point where it is appropriate to stop and for a while and just assess the flow of data. We've done a lot in a short period of time, and at some point it's going to be appropriate to sit still and assess the collective effects of that. Before our next board meeting, we'll have important data on employment. We'll have another monthly inflation indicator. We'll have more detail on retail spending and the business surveys. So they're four really important pieces of data that we'll look at our next board meeting. If collectively they suggest that the right thing is to pause, then we'll do that. But if they suggest that we need to keep going, then we will do that. So we've got a completely open mind about what happens at the next board meeting. Yesterday we did discuss the lessons from overseas experience, because I remember a few months ago people were saying the Western economy or the advanced economies were slowing down, inflation was coming down, the battle was won. Bond yields declined and people were feeling more confident. And then just recently the data, the employment data, particularly in the US and Canada and some other countries, have been stronger, and you saw the response of that to the Fed by the Fed yesterday. So it is a cautionary lesson. But Australia has some positives that a number of other Western countries don't have. Wages growth here in Australia is still not too high. There's been a very big increase in labour force participation in Australia. We're, as I said, a record high of women, young kids. So right across the distribution, there's been a big increase in labour supply in Australia. That's not the case in the US. And the other consideration that we're giving weight to is the fact that Australians have a lot of variable rate debt. In the US, when the Federal Reserve raises their mortgage rates, if you've got an existing mortgage, you don't pay more. In Australia, you do. So you put those things together, I think we're in a better position than many other countries, but we need to pay attention to what's going on overseas. So if the global economy strengthens again, that'll have implications for us.